What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now, today's story is about big homies. Yeah, you heard big homies up in the UBN Nation, up in the Bloods, in New York State prison system. You heard? Yeah, B. It was a hectic ride, B. It was a hectic ride. But right now, we got two OGs that's about to start their new channel. Tonight is gonna be their first debut of their first episode, and it's about Jim Jones. Check it out for yourself, but it is what it is. You heard? Let's get it, B. Let's get it.
So they gon' say I'm on some other shit. She talking about her hair. I'm burying my mother, bitch. I'm consoling my sisters, trying to find a lane to get my brothers rich. And you out in the street trying to pull me into some sucker shit. I ain't playing with a sucker. I got sucker repellent to show a sucker nigga everything that I'm saying is real. I ain't playing with a sucker. I got sucker repellent to show a sucker nigga everything that I'm saying is real.
I'm just trying to show a sucker everything is real.
Hey, my name is Man the Warrior. This is my first episode of the Man the Warrior podcast and the Bad Vibes of Man the Warrior podcast. So this episode is called The Miseducation of Jomo. A lot of education that need to be known about the culture, that brothers just ain't getting it right, or just know and just ain't able to do it right. So,
Or maybe he wasn't taught at all.
it's obvious they wasn't taught, because if they were taught, we would see some speckles and a semblance of what was original.
Some evidence of what
It would be right. It would be some receipts,
Evidence.
some receipts of what a real right is. You know what I mean? Some type of track record was there. So when I'm looking at all the receipts of what the miseducation of a Damu looks like, the receipts that I'm seeing from Jomo, it's a lot. It looks like he's been miseducated.
No, I ain't playing. No, I ain't playing. Just know I ain't playing. No, I ain't playing.
Now, I'm not here to talk about Jim Jones. I'm here to talk about the big homies that I was up north with, the ones that I came across with, the ones that I met. Now, as y'all can see, I don't have to talk about OG Warrior Mandu. You heard? I don't have to talk about OG Warrior Mandu, because I did that 2 weeks ago, and that video did numbers, and I gave it up for Mandu. You heard? I was with Mandu, I met Mandu, and a lot of her big homies I'm gonna talk about right now today. You know, I said in my future, my old story, but I'm gonna bring them up to date. Now, Bad Vibes. I never met Bad Vibes, but Bad Vibes was repping that non-trade gangster, and I was repping non-trade gangster. Bad Vibes was known for putting in bad work. I was hearing about Bad Vibes as soon as I turned blood. As soon as I turned blood, non-trade gangster, Bad Vibes, I was hearing about Bad Vibes being one of the dudes from Brooklyn putting in mad work. But when I got to Clinton, I met Bad Vibes' brother, Shy Stone. God bless his dad, you heard? That was my guy. And Shy Stone was Bad Vibes' older brother. So when I met Shy Stone, I was repping non-Trey. Shy Stone was repping a Bloodstone villain. But Shy Stone knew that his brother, Bad Vibes, his younger brother, Bad Vibes, was repping that non-trade gangster hard, and he knew that I was basically under his brother. So me and him had a crazy connection, because I was real. I was a BX nigga. But a lot of niggas a lot of people used to think I was from Brooklyn. A lot of homies, you know what I'm saying? Because they used to be like, yo, homie, what part of Brooklyn you from? I ain't from Brooklyn, I'm from the Bronx, nigga. You heard? Oh shit, B, I thought you was from Brooklyn, B. The way I guess, I took a lot of my style from Brooklyn jail niggas too, you heard? I came up with niggas, you heard? Anyway, so me and Shy Stone had a crazy connection, you heard? Crazy connection. We never talked about stories and nothing, but me and him had a bond that was crazy. It was a Brooklyn versus Bronx bond, you heard? Every time you see me, yo, you dirty ass Bronx niggas, man. Yo, Bronx niggas, man. I be like, nigga, shut up, nigga. You Brooklyn ass nigga. Get out of here, you grimy ass Brooklyn ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga. We all had our sayings, you heard? Me and Shy Stones was like this, you heard? He was Bloodstone villain. I was non-trade gangster, but me and him had a crazy connection, because he knew that I was under his younger brother, and he used to be like, Bad Vibes, my younger brother. You heard? I'm his older brother, you heard? I'm like, shut up, man, you heard? Rest in peace, Shy Stone. I love you, man, for real, B. You heard? So that's the only connection I got with Bad Vibes. I don't really got no connection with Bad Vibes. I got a connection with him now on the internet. You know, being that I told my stories in the past, and I believe Bad Vibes seen it, and Bad Vibes rock with me ever since then, and I rock with him, you heard? And that's how it is. So salute to Bad Vibes and Man Do Warrior for starting their channel. I believe that y'all gonna get a lot of good history, y'all gonna get a lot of good knowledge, and y'all gonna hear from some real bloods, man. Some real bloods, man. You know what I'm saying? I know there have been a lot of bloods on the internet from the New York, but y'all gonna hear from some real bloods when I talk about when y'all hear Man Do and Bad Vibes. You heard? I'm not talking about just this episode that they premiering tonight, because this is just the episode that they premiering to jump off the channel. You heard? They not sweating Jomo. You heard? They're big homies. You heard? They're not sweating Jomo. They just getting a message out there, and I don't got nothing to do with it. And as y'all see, I don't never ride the nigga Jomo in none of my videos or nothing. I try to talk to him like I know the nigga like a man. You heard? Like, yo, man, leave niggas alone, fall back, get to your bread, freak niggas, you heard? You know what I'm saying? I rock with him in a way, you know what I'm saying? It's just that I don't agree with everything that he be doing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a man, so I'm gonna say my opinion, but like I said, I don't be disrespecting him or none of that, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And basically, this joint is right here is about big homies that I met along my way of bidding, you heard? If you heard the story again, log off. You heard? I don't care. You heard? This is for the people that didn't hear the story and that want to know El Famous a little better. You heard? Now look, Tai Guns. You heard? I think Tai Guns was like the first big homie I really met. I met a lot of homies when I was blood, when I first turned blood. That was official. Duke Mafia, he brought me home. He was official. Rest in peace to Duke Mafia. I was in Nap with Tupac. Red Fox from Harlem, you heard? Tupac from the Bronx, you heard? OG Powerful came there, I told you, you heard? He came there with that OG shit, and Red Fox was like, that nigga ain't no OG, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we used to be laughing and all that in the yard, you heard? Rest in peace, Red Fox. I heard Red Fox died too, B. Rest in peace, Red Fox, B. When I first turned blood, Red Fox was always on my case. Yo, you know this, you know that? I'm like, yo, leave me alone, B. Other homies, niggas was like, seeing me get mad and shit. Niggas was laughing and shit, because niggas like, yo, this nigga keep fucking with L gonna flip. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that was my fucking Scooby, man. Red Fox, B. He was fucking with me when I first turned blood. And who else I met? I was with a lot of official homies, you know, Pookie Loke, you heard, from Brooklyn. Pink Houses, you heard, Pookie Loke. A few of us. So then when I really went to Clinton, that's when I met a few other people. But Tai Guns had wound up coming up there, you heard? And when Tai Guns got there, I'm talking about as soon as Tai Guns got there, before he even came off, they was like, yo, Tai Guns here, Tai Guns here, you heard? Tai Guns here. And as soon as he came to the yard, his first day in the yard, he wasn't really feeling niggas, B, you heard? He wasn't really feeling niggas, you heard? And it was like 20, 30 bloods in the yard, like 20 bloods in the yard, and about 10 bloods, or probably 7 bloods that wasn't blood no more, that wasn't claiming that they was blood, but they wasn't claiming. And when Tai Guns got there, a few of them niggas that wasn't claiming got around Tai Guns. Then Tai Guns called a meeting. He told niggas he wanted niggas to put in work on everybody that was food in the yard. This is his first day in the yard. This is his first day in the yard. He told John Woo to tell niggas, he told John Woo and CK from Schenectady, upstate CK, and I think he told both of them that, and they came and told, I remember John Woo came and told me, I was the first homie he came and told, like, yo, Tai Guns said, yo, if niggas got to put in work on whoever's food in the yard, you heard? Or niggas is food or whatever, something like that. And I remember when I was the first homie that Woo came to, and I told you he was talking to a nigga that I had got at a couple of months before that. So I was kind of like leery. I ain't know if it was a setup on my part, but come to find out, it wasn't a setup on my part because I got mad instantly. I said, yo, let's word to my mother. If I put in work, I'm blowing homies too. All these homies that been here and they ain't putting no work, I'm blowing them niggas, B. That's my word. And Woo niggas started laughing, you heard? Because they knew I was dead serious, B. If I had to put in work, and all these blood niggas that been here for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, and they ain't putting no work, and niggas talking about I gotta put in work, and I already put in work on the real nigga that niggas was scared of in this shit. If I gotta put in work, guess what? I'm blowing homies. That's what I told Woo so they could tell Tai Guns, B. It's word to my mother, B. And then Woo told me, calm down. I ain't gotta put in no work. And I was like, nah, nigga, don't come at me like that. I didn't come at Woo like that, but I was like, basically, like that was my response because I was feeling like, don't come at me like that, B. Because I was ready to flip on the blood too, because them niggas will flip on you, nigga. You heard? So I was ready to blow any one of them niggas at any time too. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So Tai Guns, make a long story short, niggas went around, told all the homies what Tai Guns said. Certain niggas started gathering up, boom, boom. But by the next day, Tai Guns was off of that plan. You heard? And basically, he was running around with his Harlem homies. You heard? Short Dog, Lil El Dorado from St. Nick. Salute El Dorado. Salute Short Dog. I think Short Dog locked back up. Little Short Dog from Harlem. All the Harlem homies gravitated towards him. You heard? And the homies that he knew already. You heard? And I remember that's when he came to me the next day or whatever. He was like, yo, I was talking to this nigga. He told me you the one of the only official homies here and this and that. I was like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I knew that my guard was down a little, but not all the way. You know what I'm saying? I kept my distance while all the other homies was trying to be up under him. I really wasn't trying to be up under him. I was with the same homies I've been with in the yard. You heard? Because we had our own crew. Me, Waterbed, Woo, my man Nice, I had my own Satan. I had my own crew. You heard? Bad B. I don't even know everybody that was there at that time, but I had my own crew. Lil Fuzzy. You heard? I had my own crew. You know what I'm saying? Bizarachi and all. I fucked with all kind of blood niggas. You heard? From all kind of boroughs. You heard? Like my man Nice. He was from Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? The homie Fams, he was from Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? John Woo was from Brooklyn. You heard? So I was messing with niggas everywhere. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I was messing with niggas everywhere. So I wasn't really I was hanging with the same homies that I was hanging with in the yard while I watched a whole set of homies besides the niggas that from Harlem get up under Tai Guns and be ready to do whatever he say do. And basically I just played my distance, and then like 5 days later, not even 5 days, on the 5th day, they Adam a Seg Tai Guns. You heard? Yeah, they Adam a Seg Tai Guns. I think it was somebody that was dead that was on the island with him that he stabbed, and they was scared. They was thinking that he was going to do something to them again, and they got him out of there. Or it was a blood nigga that was locked up that was claiming BSV, but but he was claiming a position in BSV. He didn't even know Tai Guns. Tai Guns didn't get that nigga shit. So it was up in the air. They was trying to say it was him. But I wound up meeting that blood, and I don't think it was him. You heard? He was a homie from Brooklyn claiming BSV, claiming position in the box, in long-term keep lock. And when Tai Guns got there, niggas was like, yo, you got a homie over there in D block claiming position. Tai Guns was about to get on it. Like, I don't never heard of that nigga. Niggas was saying the homie name and everything. And basically, they were saying it was up in the air that he could have got Tai Guns out the picture. You heard? Because he was getting off keep lock soon. You heard? Shit was crazy up north. You heard? So 5 days later, the administration Adam a Seg Tai Guns out of Clinton because they heard that he was going coordinate the Bloods and have us on some shit, y'all. I'm keeping it 100, B. They got Tai Guns out of there in 5 days. I believe that they let him be in population for 5 days, hoping that something was going to jump off, because if somebody would have got cut, stabbed in those 5 days, he was getting blamed for it. You heard? He was getting blamed for it. But nothing happened, so they got his ass out of there before something happened. You heard? Them niggas is crazy up north, them crackers. You heard? Yeah, B. So Tai Guns is one of the official homies I met. You know what I'm saying? The next one come from Queens. You heard? He wasn't a big homie, but he had a general status. You heard? You know what I'm saying? On his set. And that's Mega Blood. That's called Mega Blood out of Queens. You heard? Yeah, Mega. Mega was official. Mega came there, and he had his general position. I was hearing about Mega through my homie Nice, because Nice from Queensbridge, and they were saying Mega from Astoria. And Mega was keeping it official on the island. Mega had a position, and Mega was official. His characteristics, his style, the way he wasn't no bully. He was a smooth Queens cat. You heard? But that nigga ragtag your ass, you heard? So basically, you go over to the Pimp channel. Pimp be having Mega over on his channel a lot, you heard? He be showing videos with Mega and all that out there in Queens. Mega still out there doing him. And salute, Mega. You official, you heard? And I remember when Mega came to the spot, I had the spot rolling. You know what I'm saying? I was cooking for all the homies. Making sure we was letting the homies know what was going on. And Mega got there is the same day Peachy, the day Mega went to I think one of the first day Mega went to the yard was the day Peachy popped off on the Latin Kings, you heard? And I remember that day clearly. We was on the court, my court, the blood court, right? I had 2 courts. I had 2 courts next to each other, and they both was blood court. But I used to use one of the courts, which my name was on, to cook on. So I'm cooking a big meal. Me, Waterbed, and a few others. We cooking a big meal for the Bloods, because called Mega Blood just got there. Pee Wee got there, but Pee Wee and them was just regular soldiers at the time. They ain't had no position. Pee Wee ain't had no position. Only one out of everybody that had a position was Mega Blood, you heard? And everybody else was equal, you heard? And basically, Pee Wee got there, Lil Inch got there. No exaggeration. On one day, about 10, 13 homies came, you heard? And most of them was official. And they all came to my side of the jail. And so me, the homies, the official homies, like me, the Waterbed, the official homies that was there, we say, yo, we're going to cook a big meal for the big homies. I told everybody what to bring out. We cooked 2 meals. We cooked the pasta meal and we cooked the rice meal, right? Boom. But just the same day, my man K9 and Peachy go down in the yard, and K9 is my neighbor. K9 is actually my neighbor, right? And me and K9, we eat in the block. You heard? I think where I was at I was in Upper F, right? We in Upper F, and me and K9 and my man my Jamaican man Lucky. You heard? My Jamaican man Lucky, we eating, we doing us. So we had a mad barn up there. They not blood. I'm the only one blood. So now K9 Puerto Rican, he from Queensbridge Projects, you heard? Puerto Rican K9, you heard? He loved that bag, you heard? He had a lot of time. He had a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Right? And he had over a quarter, matter of fact. He had over a quarter. And he was stressing, my man K9. So K9 and them niggas ain't get a visit that weekend. So Lion King nigga had some dope, went down, got some dope. A lot of niggas that weekend didn't get no dope. It wasn't a lot of dope in the yard that day. Only certain niggas went down. So this Lion King nigga went down, and he fronted on Peachy and K9, right? I think K9 wanted to buy something, but he owed Peachy, you heard? Or he owed one of them, right? When them niggas ran down on him, they say, yo, what's good? Set themselves out, whatever. The niggas like, I ain't got it or whatever. I ain't got it like that, this and that. But like I told y'all, rat hunters used to be having a squeeze on niggas. So niggas probably knew that niggas set the rat hunter niggas out, certain niggas out. Niggas was not going for that. So K9 went and started digging up a gun. The police was on them, but nobody knew. Clinton Yard is big. There's mad courts out there. Cooking courts, workout courts, basketball courts, baseball field. There's mad shit out there, you heard? So it's mad courts. So K9 digging up a court, but I don't know. Somebody must have told on them, or I don't know what. The police was on the binoculars on them in the joint. They let him dig up the gun. As soon as he picked up the gun, put it in his waist, and went to walk off, police was already meeting him. Like where he had to walk at, police was walking up like they was doing their rounds, you heard? By twos, you heard? But that never used to really happen like that, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Police be in the towers and police be in their booths. But this day, yard day is day rec going into night rec, you heard? Weekend rec, long day. I think we 6 hours in the yard, you heard? And this day, they walking around. Matter of fact, it was the coldest day in America. Yeah, it was the coldest day in America. It was the coldest day in America that day. Matter of fact, it was the coldest day in America. My fault, y'all. It wasn't hot. It was the coldest day in America that day, right? Cause that's when they bust off shots and all that. Yeah. So this nigga K9 gets caught because the police rush him. He walking regular like they don't know nothing, and somehow they knew. They must have been watching him through the binoculars. Boom, they knock K9 with a joint. You heard? You know what I'm saying? With a joint. Take him straight to the box. He already sick. That nigga wanted some dope. You heard? That nigga straight to the box. I'm watching this shit, the whole yard watching the niggas take K9 out the yard. It's day yard. Niggas is sick. I'm sick. K9, my neighbor. I eat with the nigga. That's my man. You heard? I'm dumb man on the low. You heard? I'm like, damn, K9, I don't know what's going on. I don't know about the problem or nothing yet. You heard? I just see them taking K9 out the yard. I don't know what happened. They saying K9, I'm saying, and I see the police walking with a weapon. Take him out. It get dark. Peachy come over to us like, yo, I'm popping on the Latin King niggas. You heard? Y'all don't gotta ride. This don't got nothing to do with your bloods, but I'm popping on the Latin King niggas. You heard? Latin King niggas right now. So when he said that, certain homies said, I'm riding. You heard? I think it was Inch, Pee-wee, Cormega, and other homies. So when I heard niggas say they was riding, I said, all right, you got a razor? You got something? You got something? You got something? Niggas like, yeah. Some niggas, I think Mega said he had something. Other niggas said they had something. 1, 2 niggas said they didn't have nothing. I said, I gave niggas a can top. You heard? So boom. They say, y'all going in. I was already making niggas, I had niggas bowls already made and all that. It was crazy. I cooked a big meal for niggas. Everybody had their bowl ready. They said, y'all going in, but niggas gotta pop off. Yo, what? But niggas ain't even know that Peachy was gonna do it the way he did it. Nigga, Peachy just walked up to the nigga and started airing the nigga. Grabbed the Latin King nigga in front of the police in the booth. The booth was right there. The nigga was right here walking down the steps from the booth. The nigga Peachy waited till he got to the bottom of the steps, grabbed the nigga, and just started hitting the nigga. Hitting the nigga, hitting the nigga, hitting the nigga, hitting the nigga. Police stop. Inch, Pee-wee and them niggas chasing niggas, you heard? Me bad being us, we walking around the yard, you heard? We about to start running. Certain of us is about to start running, but it's only 1, 2 niggas running. Inch and you see Inch and Pee-wee and them niggas on that nigga, and the other nigga was getting away. Like the police was like, get on the floor, everybody. Them niggas was the only niggas running and moving. When the police said get on the floor and all that, get everybody and all that, and my man Bad B was in the lead about to run over there, I told Bad B, it's over, nigga. It's over. It's over. As soon as I said that, we got on the floor, boom, boom. I think they said boom, boom first, and then we got on the floor. You heard? Right after I told my man Bad B it's over, boom, boom. You heard? We got on the floor. It was over, nigga. You heard? So boom. They made us lay there for like 45 minutes to an hour. You heard? Then took us in. Yo, B. And Mega went down for that. You heard? Just got to the spot. You heard? Was going home soon. You heard? Yeah, Mega Blood, General. You heard? And when we went to D Block, cause I didn't get a ticket for nothing in the yard, cause I didn't get a chance to get into nothing, right? So they wanted niggas so much, they went to my cell, they found the picture of a dog, and they charged me with gang-related material. Yeah. They found the picture of a dog that I had out of a magazine, and they said, this is gang-related material. You call yourself, Bloods call themselves dogs. This is gang-related material. I said, that's out of a magazine, a Source magazine. How the hell, that's an album cover. How the hell is that gang-related material? They said, take 90 days, and we suspending 45. They shitted on me. And I came up eligible for a minimum. And the counselor told me that I was able to go down. I was probably gonna go to Hudson or one of them close spots, Fishkill or one of them spots. You heard? So that's why I was kind of like chilling at that moment. You heard? So boom, that's over. D Block with Cormega. Me and Cormega on the same company. Cormega had just got there, so people ain't really get a chance to send them nothing in quick. You heard? Soon as I got over there to D Block, the next day I had 2 big net bags coming over. Mad junk food, mad cooking food. You heard? I sent mad shit down to I spreaded it out. I sent shit down to Cormega. I sent shit up to the other homie that was over me, and I sent shit to the homie Smooth that was BSV. You heard? You know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn. He was right next door to me, and I gave him some food, and everybody, and I was right next to this nigga named Dutch that was going down every week getting the bag. So we was smoking blunts every day, non-stop. This nigga Dutch used to go down and get the bag, and he used to keep the bag to the next visit. He always had smoke to the next visit. You heard? He always had enough smoke to the next visit. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga did that 45 days. Cool as could be. Nigga was eating every day that he wanted to eat, chilling, fried mac, rice, all that. You heard? Spaghetti meals, salmon, everything you can name, man. You heard? Nigga living good in the box. You heard? And I'm looking out for the homie, Cormega Blood. You heard? And then we went to the yard. Cormega Blood, he popped off and didn't even know why he was popping off. That's how real niggas is. That's how real niggas is. And he wasn't going to be a general in the jail when it popped off and his name not mixed up in the pop off. You heard? That just wasn't going down. You heard? You know what I'm saying? You had crash out Bloods, and then you had Bloods that used to think. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And I was one of them thinking Bloods, and then you had I remember Mega told me in the yard, he said if he would have knew what it was over, he would have never popped like that, probably. You heard? You know what I'm saying? But that's no shot to Peachy, you know what I'm saying? But he just said that if he knew, and he probably could remember this, if he see this, he told me straight up, it was just me and him talking, and he said, yo, B, if I would have knew what it was over, I probably would have never popped. But I knew why he popped, because he was a general in the Blood gang, you heard? And he was official. Mega Blood out of Queens, called Mega. You heard? Mega Blood. You know what I'm saying? Now, the second big homie that I met, sorry for making this long, but second big homie I met, you know what I'm saying, was Robo Just. You heard? Yeah, Robo Just, B. You know what I'm saying? Robo Just and Shorty Black. Robo Just was out of Queens, and Shorty Black was out of Brooklyn. You heard? Met them in the port. And within 4 or 5 months, not even, within 4 months, Robo Just and Shorty Black was calling me out the window to give me a 2-star position in GMB because there was a lot of stuff going on in the UBN that was happening because that nigga OG Mac went home and a whole bunch of stuff jumped off. You heard? And I ain't know what was jumping off. I was in a box, Southport, and niggas like Robo Just and rest in peace and Shorty Black and SI was over there at that time, but we wasn't in the same block. We was all in A block together. I think SI and them was in different blocks. And there was a lot of big homies over there at that time, but they was all in different blocks. The block that I was in, it was the big homies was Robo Just, Shorty Black, Unambino wound up coming over there eventually. No, I met Unambino my second time in Southport, but I got him in the story. But yeah, I met Robo Just and Shorty Black, and then within 4 months, they was already calling up to me, trying to give me a GMB position. You heard? And I turned it down because I knew I was getting out of the Bloods. You heard? I had that dream of my grandmother dying on the same day that they offered me the position. You heard? The same morning. You heard? And I knew it wasn't. I knew it was God. I knew it was God because it was no way that I had a dream of my grandmother dying, and I woke up crying and all that. I knew I had to get out the Bloods and all that. And the first thing I said, I had to get out the Bloods to make it home to be able to live the life of my grandmother and them while she's still alive. And a couple of hours later, Robo Just and Shorty Black calling up to me trying to give me GMB, a position in GMB. And they don't even really know me like that. You heard? They just know me from the box of how I've been holding it down. And they did their little information of field work of niggas that was knowing me. Star Money Murder was up there with me. You know what I'm saying? Mad homies know me. You know what I'm saying? They could vouch for me for how I was living in the spot. But at the end of the day, them niggas ain't really know me. And them niggas was ready to give me a 2-star position, you heard? So, and them niggas was official. Rest in peace, Robo Just. My guy was official, B. Queens nigga. We used to work out together and all that in the cage, you heard? You know what I'm saying? But I used to go out there sometimes with them niggas because it used to be cold winter when I was out there with them. And I was going out there every other day with them niggas. You heard? Working out and all that. You know what I'm saying? And we got tight, and them niggas offered me a position like 4 months in. You heard? Shorty Black in particular, GMB, because I think Robo had the Shines or whatever, you know, whatever he had. You know what I'm saying? And Shorty Black was taking over from Big Iz GMB at that time, because Big Iz was trying to claim the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, B, it was crazy, you heard? But Robo Just was official. Shorty Black was official. You know what I'm saying? I heard Shorty Black came home from that bid and caught 25 new ones. I heard he up there with 25 new ones. I don't know how real it is, but it is real. Salute, Shorty Black, B. Damn, B. Hope you make it home, B. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The last dude is Unambino. Yeah, B. I met Unambino my second trip at Southport. You know what I'm saying? Official. When I met Unambino, he had just, you know, inherited Sex Money Murders set from Pistol Pete. You know what I'm saying? Because Pistol Pete was claiming blood on the island and all that. And then when he went to the feds, he denounced it. He didn't denounce it. He passed it over. He gave it up because he said that he got bigger problems. You heard? And he did. He didn't need that blood shit on his tag, and he already fighting death penalty cases, you heard? So basically he gave up the joint and they gave it to Unambino. Unambino took it over. And that's when I was with him. and I was kicking it with Unambino. I was letting him know I was from the hood. I know about his case. I know about his sister. I know about Larry, Noel, all them little niggas, you heard, and all that. And I was like, yeah, big. No, at the time, you know, we was all little niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was letting them know that I know about all that, you know what I'm saying? So me and him had a connection. We used to be vibing, you know what I'm saying? Cage to cage, you know what I'm saying? You heard, but and he had a lot of time, and he was stressing, you know what I'm saying? And Unambino a little nigga, man, like Unambino official, you heard? Gangster nigga grew up all his life in prison type shit, you heard? And Unambino crazy. I think Unambino is the nigga that they said 50 Cent, the real 50 Cent from out of Brooklyn, brought him out to Fort Greene to rob somebody, you heard? Some famous dudes, you heard? Like, Unambino crazy, man, you heard? Yeah, B. I think Unambino and 50 Cent met each other in Juvenile or Rikers Island. And they got, and you know how them jailhouse relationships do. Niggas bring niggas around to try to do their dirty work. And niggas always find out, you heard? Always find out who niggas is. I heard it was Unambino. And Unambino known for that. He known for the cop shit when he got locked up for. They gave him like 33 years for cops chasing him, and nigga was busting at them niggas, you heard, up there at the Blue Door, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he got locked up for. And they gave that nigga like 33 years, and then that nigga probably caught a couple of new ones on the island. That nigga was bugging on the island. They said he's the famous blood nigga. They say he kicked the Latin King baby hands or something. That's what they say he did. I don't know if it's true. You heard? I didn't even think about asking him. You heard? I had so much respect for him. You heard? I was vibing with him like a little bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a little bro compared to him. So, and you know, as far as when I was in the gang culture. But yeah, we was vibing about and he's famous for that, for being one of the most brutalest bloods, not giving a damn blood, because you got to remember, a Latin King is known for out there cutting somebody's grandmother, you heard? So that's not far-fetched when that's going, you hearing things like that, and then you hearing Unambino doing something to a kid or a baby. Because just like people, parents and old people is off limits, kids is supposed to be off limits too. But in a crazy world such as that, prison, and you dealing with war and psycho people doing psycho things, and people was desperate, people was under crazy circumstances of facing numerous, if not their natural life in jail, you heard? So this is all the things that Unambino was just known for. And the other thing was the Sex Money Murder set, you heard? And Unambino's officials, a whole bunch of stories, things that happened with Unambino that I don't know about, and he's just reached out recently on Hocus 4/5. Ladies, shout out to Hocus 4/5. This is where I took the picture from, but I got pictures of Unambino in my phone. I just couldn't find them, but I grabbed the Unambino picture off of Hocus page. He just was out here. He just reached out recently, saluting Hocus for dropping his flag. You heard? And drop the flag challenge, and it is what it is. But I gave y'all enough, and this is Big Homies. You heard? Go check out Man Do Warrior and Bad Vibes Tonight. Y'all heard? Let's get it, B. Let's get it.